Sam. So last hole, we kind of talked about a little bit pre-shot routine. I want to talk to you now a little bit about post-shot. So what we do after we hit the ball, after we go through our process of picking our club, our target. How do we evaluate the shot we just hit, and how do we move forward with our round of golf? Is that something that you actively do when you're playing, or can you talk to me a little bit? It's okay if you say no too, like if it's not something you think about, but
I think I do it just a little bit.
okay.
And really what I evaluate is the mental side of the shot. Like I make a lot of physical errors,
Yeah,
whether it's
everyone does.
spin,
Right?
fat, block it, bullet. But mentally, if I stand after a shot, I'm like, wow, that was not the shot, or wow, like I got in my head, or whatever else was a mental problem, then that's where I try and
Right.
evaluate.
So like last hole, that putt, right? You
That
said
putt.
one side it looked one way, one side it looked the other way. So
Right.
you were kind of standing over that putt, unsure.
with some indecision.
Unsure.
For
Okay.
sure.
So then that's something you evaluated at the end. You're like, man, I really just, like, I didn't know what to do. I
Right.
couldn't trust anything. Okay. And
Yep.
then I heard you talk about it too on that wedge shot, and kind of like you said here, you do it a little bit, but it's not like a process you go through.
Right.
And maybe this is something that we work out together in another lesson, is a post-shot routine, how we evaluate our shots once we hit it. Just a little process you can go through.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be, like you said, we make a lot of physical errors. It can just be a mental shot. I know our director of instruction, Drake, out here, he has his students play a game on the golf course, and it's just, how you keep track of greens, fairways, putts, and stuff like that. He has them do, just play around, but he has them keep track of how many shots they feel like they fully and 100% focused on, and were able to just zone in, right, and just completely commit to that shot.
Right.
And that's something that maybe you could do too, to kind of work on that mental side more. But
Right.
yeah, I'm sure you've heard of Tiger with, after he hits a bad shot, he's got 10 steps or 10 seconds or whatever. So a couple holes ago, I thinned one really bad. Like that's way lower of a shot than I would expect to hit. But bottom line is, I still got to go hit the next shot, and I've still got, I'm still hitting to the green in regulation, even though I would have liked to have been there in two. Right. So letting that shot go, I'm not sure if you saw, but I'd slam my club in my bag. Like, I'm never gonna throw it or hit it, but I let out a little frustration there, and then drove over to you, and all I was thinking about, I was like, I've got a wedge into this green, I can put it close. Right? And some shots we make physical errors, right? You just let it go. But were you able to mentally focus in on that? And that's something that I was evaluating too. I was like, man, I was standing over this ball, I was like, I'm thinking too
You're
much.
by.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit about the wrong things, and I wasn't zoned in.
Right.
So that's the shot I would chalk down, like, hey, I wasn't ready to hit that ball. I should have stepped off. So yeah, we'll maybe we do that in another one. We work out a little bit of a post-shot routine to evaluate how we play, because it's a big part about how we move on to the most important shot in golf,
Right.
is